Hi golfers, it's Get On Par again. Today we're here to talk about which golf trolley should you buy. Now, I'm not going to beat around the bush golfers and start giving you a whole long story. It's quite simple. If you can press a button, the best golf trolley to buy will always be, in my opinion, a remote golf trolley. You just press a button and it goes. It means that the trolley comes to you and you're not always walking back to it. I cannot state, for me, this is always the first option, and I'm giving you here my honest opinion. Now, some people are a bit worried about this decision, as I know a lot of the remotes have controls and they're not sure whether they'll be able to control it. But trust me on this, you will get used to it really quickly and it will pay for itself. If you're away from your ball, you can call the trolley to you, you can move it away from you. I always think it's a better option than just buying a GPS trolley. Now, 3 years ago, when I tried to buy a trolley, you could either buy a remote or a GPS. Now the market has moved on and you can buy a remote trolley with a GPS included in it. Now, the second question, after you know you need a remote, which I'm recommending, the second thing I think you need to decide is which remote trolley to buy. And this is where it gets difficult. So what I have to ask you is, how much money have you got to spend? I know this is an open-ended question, but what is a lot to one person is not always a lot to another, and vice versa. So for example, if you have £1,000 and that's your maximum limit, and that was my limit at the time that I wanted to buy an electric golf trolley, and I settled for the Motocaddy M7 because that was my budget. But if I had more money, if I had 1,500 quid, would that still be the buggy I would buy? And the answer would be no. On the market today, there are 6 golf trolleys that you could choose from. And I'm going to put them into groups for you and make your life easy. The entry-level remote control trolleys, the ones that are very popular entry-level, are going to be MGI brand and Motocaddy. Now, the builds are very similar. Some people will argue one way or the other. I actually own a Motocaddy, so I'm giving you my honest opinion of me owning one. And I'm telling you that in terms of build quality, the MGI and the Motocaddy are about the same. There is one feature that I like that my Motocaddy didn't have that I think you will appreciate. And that is that the MGI comes with these covers that go over the wheels. And when you've had a long day of golfing and the wheels are a bit dirty, it's quite a smart idea to have something that you can just cover the wheels over and put them in the back of your car. So if I was to recommend something, I'd recommend having some covers to put over your wheels. But in terms of how they operate, they pretty much are the same. Then the next build quality you have is the Power Caddy. That tends to be a better build. You can see in the way it's put together. And it has a bit more class to it. And then thirdly, you have what I will call the Lamborghini of golf trolleys. Those tend to be your Stewart golf trolleys. Now, bear this in mind. I use the word Lamborghini, but if we were talking about cars, a Lamborghini is not going to be the easiest car to reverse in. So they all come with their pros and cons, and I'll just take you through it. Now, golfers, after you pass the £1,000 limit, it pays to be a savvy shopper. I'll give you an example. We have the Power Caddy RX1. Now, this is an absolutely lovely trolley. It has remote and GPRS. I've seen it somewhere for £1,500 and £1,449. At that price, I cannot recommend it, because Stewart also have a golf trolley, and their golf trolley is now retailing for £1,349. So there's a price difference of about £100, and the Stewart comes with a scorecard, whereas the Power Caddy doesn't. But I've seen the Power Caddy advertised for £1,100, and at £1,100 I would recommend it, because it means with a scorecard you could get it for £1,200, and that's a saving of about £150, and for that price it's definitely worth it. Over £1,000 and under £1,500, I would say if you can get the power caddy for £1,200, that is the better deal. Now, once you cross the £1,500 limit, then we start talking about trolleys that actually follow you. And when we get to that price category, there is only one player in the market, and that is Stewart. They have an X10 and they have their Q follow. Both of these trolleys are exceptional and they will follow you around the golf course. Guys, I've broken it down, kept it really simple. That is how you buy the trolley. Do not get caught on the marketing on extra bits that don't count. I will say one extra thing. When you're buying your trolley, think about where you're buying it from. Now, when I bought my first trolley, it was guaranteed that I can return it if I was not happy. When I tried returning it, I had a nightmare. It was an absolute nightmare. They wouldn't take the trolley back. When they did finally agree to take the trolley back, they lost the trolley and then they started ignoring my emails. I had to go on the hunt. And in the end, thanks to some of my subscribers on Instagram, they sent some really nasty emails to the company and I got my trolley replaced. So I need to say, if you're buying it online, and this was who I bought it from was a very large dealer. If you're buying your golf trolley online and it says, free trial or tells you, free return, that free return is if that golf trolley doesn't touch grass. So the only way to really test your trolley is in the house on carpet, which makes no sense to me. So guys, be careful. Guys, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. I hope you enjoy this video.